I'm just going to get Bronwyn Ms. Pierce, to highlight anything in the report that she wants to highlight, and also questions at the end. So that's all. Thank you.
Yeah, just really regarding the report. Moving forward, I'd like to be reporting around a 3 to 6 week basis from now on, depending on what we negotiate, and to keep you from a due diligence perspective well informed about what's happening from a health and safety perspective. I understand that some of you may have had the Paul Jarvie presentation around health and safety prior to last year, and others may have been to the more recent presentation that
Coopers did that one.
So which gives you a good background in health and safety.
Oh, sorry, sorry, Chris. Thank you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just go through a couple of things and then I can answer some questions. The drug and alcohol policy, that is, we have a draft in process now, and then we'll go out for consultation. Given that this is quite topical at the moment, it's really important that we do come up to speed and have this policy as such as this in place.
Can I jump in here too, and please, if you're happy with that, what is our drug and alcohol policy going to include?
Well,
in the draft form?
Yeah.
Was that a little bit early to ask that question?
Well, it's part of the consultation process.
Yeah. Okay.
What's going to be in it?
Yeah.
But it will be. We'll be looking at testing people on pre-employment, under suspicion, post-incident accident, and even possibly under self-disclosure if there's, before so that's like the basically the guts of it. But it's the HR process that supports that.
Yes, right. Really important. No, thank you for that.
So any other questions?
Yeah, just the testing is done through a third party or just?
That's right, and even if we are looking at random, for example, they actually nominate the third party and keep it totally removes the onus from us as an organisation, so it doesn't see any bias. So from that point of view, definitely. Anyone else want to ask any questions?
Yeah, just looking for good, the drag racing club, planned near completion. There was a drag racing event, of course, last Saturday. Did we get that plan completed before the event took place?
Yes, we did actually. It's been a bit of a process which has actually had a really good outcome because the plan is in place. The completion side of it is some time frames around some controls, new controls that need to be put in place. But it's actually it's a lot better space with that to what we were, say, 4 months ago when I first started working with the Drag Racing Club. WorkSafe have been really great, coming on board, working with them, working with us, so it's actually been a really good outcome, I feel.
So, Councillor Auckland and then Councillor Shorten.
I was interested in the ultimate liability around health and safety for council staff and councillors. Glenn Snellgrove, the chair of our audit committee, mentioned to me that the legislation is slightly different for local government compared to corporate prison. So, for example, if we had a serious incident at one of our sites or even a fatality and that resulted in litigation to the council for negligence or whatever, who ultimately can be sued and so that it's that bad, is it? So you have a policy and councillors are protected from litigation by law. Is that how it works? Yeah.
My understanding of it is when Ben and I were dealing with this a few months ago, councillors have responsibility.
Absolutely.
And the executive team or CE has liability.
We as elected members don't have liability.
No.
Yes. So therefore, in terms of protecting, Mr. Hobbs' personal law, what sort of insurance do we have to cover? For example, legal counsel in a litigation event, we are covered.
We're covered from in terms of legal expenses and those accounts. Obviously, personal liability you can't insure for that, but certainly we're covered in terms of covering our legal expenses should we get to that position.
Councillor Shorter and then Councillor Bell.
The T-Rail Hall, last night we had a meeting there and I have to congratulate the council staff on what they actually done to remedy that the lip on the ramp. First they painted it, which is in there, but what isn't in there is that I think downers came and put hot mix, so it's actually flat.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely fantastic, really good.
That's great. That was good feedback.
Thank you, Councillor Shorter.
Thank you.
My understanding in general is that government is responsible for ensuring that the organisation complies with laws, which includes health and safety law. So if we don't see and ensure that Craig has processes in place, are we not liable at all for failing to ensure that he has complied with the law or that the organisation?
Yeah, your liability would only come in, as I understand, if you refuse to support me around health and safety.
So
at the end of the day, I'm still going to
completely fail to make sure that you've got processes in place. That we've got
well, that's your governance role, is to ensure that we do have the necessary processes in place. So that's all part of what Glen's talked to you about in the past, that fiduciary and legislative requirement as governance of the organisation. But if something goes wrong, unless you've actually said to me, no, I can't employ staff or I can't do whatever, then you might have some obligation, but basically the responsibility operation is mine.
But if it turned out you had no processes in place, would we have no responsibility in regards to the fact there's no processes in place?
I'm sure the Auditor General or whoever would point the finger at you and say you were governance practices before, but you don't have any liability.
Because I also, through sort of think of the insurance side, when we talk about personal liability insurance, I'm fairly sure that not many insurance companies will pay out if there's no processes in place. So.
And that's very much why problems now on board.
That's right.
I mean, we certainly have not, our Health and Safety Committee has done a great job for us in the past, and certainly the processes and systems were in place to a degree, but we're certainly have to be significantly with the problem on board. A lot of that driven by the new legislation. But again, it's a good point, Councillor Bell, because you do, as governors, need to satisfy yourself that we do have the right processes in place. It's your role.
That's right, diligence. Around your visibility of what's going on. So.
Councillor Gash.
Yeah, I spoke about this last time, and it's, the training that we went to as elected members was quite clear. We, as elected members, we only have an exemption under section 47, 48 and 49. There is a chance that we would be liable under other sections, but to the lesser extent, the lesser ones. So those are the three big main ones. I don't know if you've had a copy of that presentation, but it would be worth having a read through, and I've got it here, I can forward it to you.
Okay, thank you for that. Thought that we forwarded it to everyone. That's all right. No, I'm not sure that we did, but we do need to. So are there any other highlights? Because I look at, we've got critical elements up to 5, and is that how you've cut the work program down so that it's manageable?
Well, it's just a way of just
Dealing with that,
and keeping an eye on all the elements of, there's SEC elements they use in reporting, and it's a way of breaking it down to saying, well, are we covering every what are we doing to fulfill those elements?
And it's just working through the process at the moment. Are there any other questions or comments from elected members? We've got this report, it's an overarching report today on just the process, but when we do come to actually the health and safety report, we've been talking about how often we do get a report, and I'm considering 3 weekly is probably a little bit too often, and because we don't want staff to be sitting writing reports all the time, and also whether there is anything to report in the 3 weekly. I think that 6 weekly, or at perhaps the community, your committee might be an option. With audit and risk?
Yes.
Not at this stage. Thank you. And it gets reported back on a 6 weekly basis. And I think that's probably would work in with what you're doing at this stage. Do you think?
That would probably be more
there any comments about that? Councillor Machin, sorry.
On the report, firstly, I see we've got a sort of an example here. I would hope it was a little fuller than that when we get the report.
Yes, that's on the bottom of page 57.
That's right. That would show us what some of the outcomes were and what proposed remedies are for that. I'm certain that's what we will get to see. I think it's of such importance really that we should at least get a report every 3 weeks. When I say report, just the basic information. I'm quite happy to have the report on a 6-weekly basis. But the statistics, I believe, would be good to see. Because questions, if we do happen to have a serious accident, and let's hope we've done, questions will be asked of councillors, what happened down at the dump or something like that. And I just feel that it will be more timely to have some information.
All notifiable events and incidents, accidents likely to be of public interest will be reported to councillors as soon as practical after the event. So does that not cover off just you being kept informed, but just the formal report every 6 weeks? Just a question.
Okay, I can see that now.
Yeah.
I didn't take note of it.
Okay. Councillor Gash and then Councillor Bell.
I'll have you have the report in my committee. The indication from Simpson Greason at the training that was appropriate for it to be included into audit and risk. So that's their position on it, but obviously you wish it to move it, so do you.
Alright, thank you. Councillor Bell?
It's always a pity that we don't see a whole, and I don't know how big it is in an organisation like this, the entire health and safety register and have input, because my understanding is everyone in the organisation should have input into identifying risks and coming up with mitigations, whereas we have not been part of that. And then have we seen the register as a whole or
Actually, access to the register. I'm looking at changing the way we do it, but in essence, the register is the register. So I can send that out if you'd like to have some input. I'd be really interested to see there's something that we haven't identified or that needs to be.
there's a loose thread underneath my desk here, that someone might break their neck on, that sort of down to that level.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, I'll place where I think this could work well. I think that you would get into a report to council around the general trends and themes of the overall high level information. Audit risk to me is where things like a strategy policy or how a policy document goes, where you can report to you and you have an opportunity to have input at that point and accept it or amend it. So you're keeping the high level governance issues at an audit risk level, which is really very much what we're talking about. But it's just a summary report that goes into council 6 weeks or 3 weeks you wish to
So, I just don't want to be over-reported on, and I know it's really, really important, health and safety, very important. But if we're going to get 3 weekly and 6 weekly at audit and risk and community and assets or whatever, that's overkill as far as I'm concerned.
I think
If we are, yes, exactly. But if we are going to be notified on an as incident basis, I don't think that we need to be having 3 weekly reporting. But I do take on board Councillor Gash your comments and your worship about where this report will sit, and we'll talk about that in a sec. Can I? What did I say? Oh, Mr. Hobbs, sorry. I'm still not out of the way of it. Mr. Smith.
Just in terms of the wider risk, I think what I think would be useful is a BTEC, probably, not probably, within a workshop or two, they spend some time going on that wider risk analysis, and health and safety is one aspect of it. So we're going to facilitate the process of identifying risk, particularly from a governance and community perspective. The hazard registers are generally done by people in that area, so yes, if you've got a hazard that you perceive in the areas that you see, then you should see us. But it's really the hazard registers are generally done by the people that are directly infected. But if you see issues in the environment that need something specific,
Thank you for that comment.